We're going to be talking tonight. We're going to kind of like open this up for open discussion. I love open discussion calls. Like they are my favorite. So we're going to open up this call for discussion. I have a little video to share, and we're going to talk about the 4 vital behaviors. As if you guys haven't heard these before. Katrina, this is a good call to jump in on, because the 4 vital behaviors are the 4 things that Beachbody tells us that we should be doing as coaches. And it's one of those things that like it comes from corporate, so it's like in one ear out the other, right? No, absolutely not. These 4 things are the 4 things you need to be doing as a coach to move your business forward. So as we get through them, I want everyone to be taking notes and just kind of like take notes on like, what are you doing? I want you to have 2 columns on your page, okay? So as you're doing this, I want you to have 2 columns. What am I doing great at? And what do I need to work on about the vital behaviors, okay? So as we're listening to this, we're going to listen to a top coach tell us about, tell us about the vital behaviors and like what she does to implement the vital behaviors. And we are going to take notes on like, what are we doing great and what can we do better? And every single one of us should have things in that column that do better, okay? And that we're doing great at. We should all be doing great at something too. So like, it's okay to toot your own horn sometimes. You should be like, I am rocking X, Y, and Z, but I definitely need to work on X, Y, and Z. So I do have some sharing to do. I want to, oops, we are way ahead. Okay. Congratulate these beautiful faces that are already on the board. Holly and Brittany are locked into Success Club 10. Ashley is literally sitting at 9, so she is right behind. And Ellie just jumped into Success Club today or yesterday. So that was amazing. We've got tons of people sitting at Success Club 4, which I know they will all be in Success Club super soon. And then we have a bunch of new people in Success Club 2 already. I want to shout out Kayla. She's on this call right now, brand new coach. She just signed her first challenge pack and as a coach. So that's amazing. And Issa is new on the team as well, and she has 3 Success Club points herself. So congratulations. Seeing you guys like just kind of take off with this business from your first month is really, really cool. Coach Summit. This isn't an updated picture. I just realized that. I think that there's only 1 spot left, just so you guys know. We will make more spots, meaning we will share more beds if more people want to come. Like we will totally have a big slumber party. No one is going to be refused from coming. So I want everyone to know that if you want to come, you are still welcome to come. Just tell me you want to be there and we will make it happen. But this is our house list. These are the people that have confirmed and have sent their deposits in. Final payments are due by June 1st, everyone. So I want to make sure that everyone knows that final payments are due by June 1st. I do need those payments in by June 1st because I need to pay for the house. So you can send them anytime between now and June 1st, but I do need them by June 1st. We've got some recognizing to do. We have Haley, who is now a Emerald coach, and she is in her, I think she just finished her first month of coaching, and in her first month, she hit Emerald, so congratulations, Haley. We have Sammy, who is Emerald, also in her first month of coaching, so that's incredible. I am so proud of you. And we have Ashley, who is Ruby, which means that she has 2 Emerald coaches within her organization. So she is, I think, 2 people away from Diamond. Like she will be popping that Diamond really, really soon. So congratulations to Ashley. I'm so proud of everyone on this team and everything that you guys are doing. Like you guys are literally, you are like building your teams. And that's the really cool part. The cool part is when you go from like being part of the team to having a team, like there's this switch and you get this confidence and you get more work and it's so much more fun when you have people that are joining you and it's not just you joining everyone else. Like there's just this shift and it's super fun. So I see that somebody asked, what were the 2 columns? So we're about to watch a movie. Hi, we have other new coaches on here. Hey, Marcy. Hi, AJ. We are going to watch a little video about the 4 vital behaviors. And I want everyone, Taylor just jumped on too. I want everyone to have a piece of paper and 2 columns on their piece of paper. Let me grab mine. We're all going to do this together. So 2 columns on your piece of paper, okay? 1 column is going to say strengths, okay? And 1 column is going to say weaknesses. And as we watch this video and we hear about the 4 vital behaviors, I want you guys to actively be writing things down that you're doing really well or that you need to work on, okay? The 4 vital behaviors, I'm going to say this, you should know them right off the top of your head. Kat, name one.
Inviting.
Okay. Ashley Miller, name one.
Personal development.
Personal development. Megan.
Be a product of the product.
Be a product of the product. And there's one more. Taylor.
Okay, somebody already said invite. Be a proof of the product. What did Ashley say?
She said personal development.
Recognize.
Recognition. Yep, exactly. So those are the 4 vital behaviors. Those are the 4 things that we should be doing every single day in our business. Recognizing our coaches or our customers. Or ourselves sometimes. Sometimes we need to recognize ourselves. We just need to be recognizing the success through what we're doing. Inviting. We need to be inviting people to this opportunity. I'm going to throw it out there one more time. I say this all the time. But if I'm having this crazy, amazing party on Friday night and I don't invite you guys, who's going to come? We're having a crazy, amazing challenge group this month. Guess what? There's people out there who are like, oh, that looks like fun. I wish I would have gotten invited. Because even if you post about it, I could post about my crazy party I'm having on Friday night, but unless you get that invite, you're like, I'm not invited, right? People need to be invited to what we're doing. Coaching opportunity and our challenge groups. And then personal development is key to success for multiple reasons. You need to be constantly growing as a person. You need to be working on yourself through this process, because as you go through this process, you're going to find your weaknesses. You're going to find what holds you back. You're going to find your struggles. And the only way to work through those struggles are through personal development. That could mean personal development with a therapist. That could mean personal development of taking a mommy time out in the bathtub. That could mean meaning reading a book. It could be listening to an audio. It could be going to church. Whatever it is that really, really like lights your soul on fire and is what you need in that moment is the personal development you should be doing. Also, working from home can be like really daunting. So if you are a work at home person, there's both sides of that story. If you're working from home, personal development can help you get out of the funks and make you like listen to like things that are going on outside of the world, outside of your home. But also if you work outside of the home, it can also like refocus you and keep your energy going and motivate you and such for those days where you just don't want to do it. And you have to remember why you're doing it. And then inviting being proof of the product. Okay. So I always say this really, really mean joke. If you were invited by someone to get makeup that kind of looked like a clown, would you buy the makeup? Probably not. If you got invited to someone for coaching and you're eating a cheeseburger and sitting on your couch, are you going to sign up with them? Like, are you being a proof of the product? Are you showing up every day as a coach? Are you drinking your shakes and working out? Because if you aren't, how are you going to get me to? If you're not motivating me, how are you going to get me to do that? So, so those are the 4 vital behaviors. We're going to listen to a top coach talk about it. And we're going to hear how she implements it. And I want you guys to go through everything she says. And is this a strength or a weakness? Okay. So here we go. We're going to share this video. It's not very long. And then we'll have an open discussion about it. This is Moira. She is a top 10 coach who actually lives in my market council. So like I know her personally, and she lives like half an hour from my house. So she is someone here that I really look up to as a business person.
Which is really exciting. And I'm so excited. Hey everybody, it's Moira Casaba, 9-star diamond coach. Right now we are ranked number 7 in the network, which is really exciting. And I'm so excited to talk to you guys today about what it is. What is our job as a Beachbody coach? And what are the 4 vital behaviors? Because I can tell you this part and what I want to share with you was what transformed my life. So I'm not going to get to my story and all of that, but it was coaching that gave me my transformation. It wasn't my journey as a challenger. It was really my journey when I stepped into coaching. So our 4 vital behaviors, let's start with that. They are be a product of the product, personal development, invite, and recognition. And you guys, they are all equally important. That's why they're called the 4 vital behaviors. So we'll start with being a product of the product. It's kind of the simplest one. So again, I want to tell you too that I felt like when I got here as a coach that I looked at those 4 vital behaviors and I was like, well, I'm already doing all that, except inviting. And truth be told, I wasn't necessarily doing them to my fullest capability. So be a product of the product. When I first signed up as a coach, I was like, oh my gosh, it's now officially my job to put myself first. It's my job to wake up and make working out a priority and drinking my Shakeology a priority and dialing in my nutrition a priority. So don't confuse being a product of the product with doing a 30-minute workout. That is not being a product of the product, okay? You guys, you have to do the workout, the nutrition, the Shakeology, and live that life. So that's kind of the simplest one of the vital behaviors. You got to lead from the front and embody this lifestyle, and it will change your life because these programs work. Shakeology is a total game changer, and the nutrition plan, more than anything, will give you the results that you need. So number 2, I want to talk about my favorite, personal development, because again, I came here and I scoffed at that, and I thought, I've been reading personal development my whole life. Well, here's the thing. This was a different genre of personal development. I had been reading lots of self-help and spirituality for umpteen years, like 20 years almost. And when I stepped into books like The Compound Effect, You Are a Badass, 10X, The Go-Giver, Girl Code, like these types of books, and a lot of Tony Robbins' personal development, they were applicable to my everyday life. Like they actually gave me tangible, concrete ideas, and I could implement them right away. And when you take action from your personal development, it's like anything else. If we're doing personal development or training and we're just reading or watching and not implementing, it means absolutely nothing. So you have to implement the personal development. But these types of books that we're suggesting and we're recommending to you will change you inside and out, you guys. I became more grateful. I started to see things differently. I shifted my thinking about so many things. I went from being a skeptic to being much more positive. I didn't see the glass half empty anymore. I saw the glass half full. Like I completely changed from the inside out. So do not think that you will be successful if you're not doing personal development. I can almost 100%, I say almost because there are no guarantees, but it's my opinion, 100% opinion, that you will not be successful with coaching unless you're doing personal development every single day. Okay, it has to be your priority. And this is how I did it. I saw this because there was some messages I was getting through the trainings that basically told me the best thing I can do as a coach every day is wake up and before I look at my phone, before I look at my computer, before I turn on any technology, get my workout in and do my personal development. 10 minutes, you guys, it's just 10 minutes. And it will change your entire life. Miracle Morning is another really good personal development book that really drives home the importance of that morning process. So I think that is so much more impactful in your life. It's just starting you off on the right foot. It's putting something good in here before the chaos starts, before the to-do list starts, before you're irritated with your kid, before you're irritated with your husband, whatever it is. Put the good in first, and the rest of your whole day will change. Audible is also another godsend. It's an app you can download on your phone, and you can download books for even less money and just listen. So I don't just listen or read personal development in the morning. I do it all the time. Anytime I'm in the car for even 10 minutes without my kids, I'm listening to some type of personal development. I've probably got 20 books on Audible, so I just press play on something. So that is the second vital behavior. Third vital behavior is recognition. Recognition is huge. This vital behavior was added just recently, and what it means is this. It's not about you. It is not all about you and your social media. It is not the Moira show. It is not the Shannon show or whoever you are. It is about other people. You are recognizing and kind of pulling back the curtain on what is happening in your team, in your challenge group. You are celebrating people in your life, in your life. You know, you are talking about the successes that your challengers are having, and that can be physical, that can be inside stuff. You're talking about the amazing work that your team's doing, the rank advancements that your team is doing. You're just recognizing people, and this is where coaching will transform you as a human being, because if you start recognizing people for what they're doing in your life, whether it's in this coach world or outside, everything changes, you guys. When we give people credit and we all of a sudden, you know, thank our husband for doing something, instead of walking in the kitchen, as I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they clean the whole kitchen, and you say, did you forget to put that away? You say, thank you for doing that, you know, and you recognize them for the good work that they did. And you recognize your kids more, and you recognize your friends more, and you send a text message or you send an email, and you start recognizing people in your life. Transforming. The last one, which I think is the one thing I'm sure that everyone misses or skips or glosses over: invite. I like to say it a little bit differently because I know the word invite scares people. So I like to say share, attract, and inspire. That seems so much more fun to me, that it is my job to share my journey, to attract people into it, and to inspire them to do better. You know, this is not about selling challenge packs. This is not about signing people up for me at all. This is about making a difference in the world every day. So I want you to think about this when you are inviting. There does come a time and a place when you have to concretely invite people to join you, and we will give you almost too much training on all of that. So that's to come. But know that on your social media and in life, you're sharing your journey. You're talking to people about it. If you just signed up for a challenge yesterday, you're talking to everyone you know about it and going like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I just got myself into. You know, I remember when I signed up as a coach, I called my two best friends and said, oh, good Lord, I have no idea what I just did. Will you guys do this with me? There you go. It was as simple as that. And it is as simple as that. You're not hashtagging Shakeology. You're not hashtagging 21-day fix. You're not even, try not to be all health and fitness. So that's the other thing we want to talk about when we're talking about attraction-based marketing. And Meredith is going to get into that when she talks more about social media. But you have to be real, you have to be relatable, and you have to add value to people's lives. So real is, yesterday I did a live video and I spilled a glass of water while I was on the live video, and I didn't skip a beat. Like, I didn't think anything of it. Like, this is real life, you know? My dogs are barking in the background. My kids come in screaming. Like, people want real. People want relatable. One of the hardest things to do, I shouldn't even say that because I don't want to put that out there, but for me, is when I come up against stuff that's really tough in my life, I know God has called me here to this work, to share the struggles and not just the successes. Don't be the person out there that's just bragging on yourself and bragging on other people. You need to share your struggles and share how you're overcoming them. If you are dealing with something with your kids, talk about it, connect with people. That's how you're going to draw people in, build trust, build relationships, and you're going to close the gap between them being a stranger and them being a friend. And then they're going to start asking questions about your journey and what you're doing because you're sharing it. So be relatable, add value all the time. You can add value in so many ways. Like, if you find a book that you love, share that book on social media. If you find a product at the grocery store you love, share that. If you're really good at cooking, share your recipes. I am so not good at cooking. If you're really good at like decorating, share your decorating tips. Makeup, share your makeup. That's huge. I don't do any of that. I don't share any of that. But I share my struggles. I share what I'm good at. I'm always looking at my social media as, how is this post going to be of value and help someone else? It's not just, here's a sweaty selfie and I'm awesome and crushed my workout today. Like, that doesn't really inspire anybody. Talk about the story. Talk about how when the alarm went off that morning, you didn't want to get out of bed, and how last night you were up with sick kids and it's hard. You know what? You're in this community of people that support and inspire you, and because of them, you got up today and you worked out. And how do you feel? Talk about how you feel after you actually did the workout. Share your feelings, Share your story, share your struggles, how you're overcoming them, be relatable, be individual. I feel like there's a couple other things I wanted to touch on just really quickly. Make sure your Facebook is public, you guys. You can't run this business and do this well if you're only talking to, you know, a handful of friends and family that are on there privately. So your page has to be public. Another tip I will tell you is profile picture needs to be you. It does not need to be a quote or a picture of your dog. It needs to be you, and it needs to be you smiling. Okay. One of the things that I realized that I was doing in the beginning was when I started to go to some other top coaches' feeds, and this is probably one of the biggest tips I will ever give you, to pull up 2 separate windows on your computer and pull up your Facebook feed and top coach's Facebook feed. Bonnie Engel is a great coach to pull up and compare to because she's so darn enthusiastic and happy and inspiring. And I thought I was doing a great job. And I pulled it up and I was like, oh my gosh, like mine looks like dark and dreary and unhappy and just like blah compared to hers. So you need to do that consistently. You need to seek inspiration from the people that are doing it really, really well. Do not ever copy and paste anything from anyone. That just blows the individuality thing out of the water. You guys, this has to be from you. It has to be from your heart. Yes, you can get inspiration from others, but do not copy and paste. That's a big no-no. And also, let's talk about your Facebook account. That should be something that encompasses who you are. Is it, do you love cooking? Are you a mom? Are you into, you know, do you have a really deep faith? Is fitness your thing? Is whatever it is. So that should kind of be like an embodiment of who you are. So people can get a quick glimpse of what you're about and your picture, smiling, and click, and then dig deeper. You know, one thing I will tell you, and again, this is going to be Meredith's topic to dig deeper into, but every probably just every so often, I go to my page and I scroll the first 3 to 5 posts. And if people don't know in those first 3 to 5 posts that I'm a coach, that I have a solution for them, that I run challenge groups, that I have a business opportunity for them, then I'm not doing my job as a coach. That's what this video is about. What is our job as a coach? It's to offer this opportunity that I believe is the opportunity of a freaking lifetime to people. And I'm going to wrap up with this. So, you know, I'm totally into mindset. This is all about mindset. So you can be, I can give you the best training in the whole entire world on 1,000 different things. And if you don't have the mindset piece, it won't happen for you. So my mindset piece is that I 150% believe that this workout program and this nutrition plan, along with personal development in a community, is the solution that every single person needs. Some people, you know, everybody's lacking one of those. You know, everybody's lacking either the community piece or they're really happy with their workouts, but they need the nutrition. I mean, yes, it's like the perfect storm in a good way when they all come together, but everybody needs this. And then secondly, just touching on the coach opportunity, you guys, this was the biggest opportunity that I truly believe that I'll ever be given in my life. Like an opportunity to build a huge business, an opportunity to inspire the world, a platform for my voice. I am constantly, daily being pushed outside of my comfort zone. I would never be doing what I'm doing if I was just sitting here by myself. I am in this coaching community that pushes me and inspires me and believes in me. And it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I get to change the course of my whole entire life and my family's life. So when I am talking to people about coaching, I see it as that. I see it as the biggest gift that they'll ever be given. So you have to have that mindset going into it. So you guys, that's it. 4 vital behaviors. What our job is as a Beachbody coach. It's the best job in the whole entire world. Our job is not to sell products. That is not what we do. That is 100% not what I feel like I do. So you guys, if you have any questions, let me know, reach out, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Alrighty. I was reading the chat. Yeah, it's important not to be afraid to invite, because we all were invited, right? And it was okay with us. So the people that we invite are going to be okay with it. The people we invite who say yes are going to be okay with it. The people who we invite who say no are not our people, and that's okay. They're the same people I wouldn't want at my party. You know what I mean? If I invited someone to my party and they say no, I don't want them to come to my party. So it's okay. So I want to go through, I'm going to go through with some of the newer coaches because I feel like this is a good opportunity to get their voices heard, to hear what the weaknesses and strengths are that you guys took away from that call. Heidi, I'm going to start with you. I know you're not newer, but you're newer.
Riding the struggle bus, so we're good.
That's okay.
So
What are some strengths you took away from that? What do you do well?
Well, so I couldn't hear the beginning because my neighbor's kid was over here. Yeah. But my strengths that I actually do drink my shake every single day, which it's freaking delicious. So new coaches, make sure you're drinking that because that's my breakfast every day. Personal development, I am getting better at that. I think I bought like 2 books this month and just kind of reading through them, and they're personal development and faith related, so they're kind of both. Transformed was one word that I took away from that, and I've definitely seen a huge transition in my body, with myself, my mind, how I think, everything like that. So it's not just physical, it's mental, it's emotional, everything. And the last one was I put a smiling profile picture.
There you go.
I love my picture.
There you go. And what are some weaknesses you feel like you have right now that you need to work on better?
Now that's a lot, but like I kind of said in the post I did yesterday, I think on the Fitness Feud, was working out every day, because I've definitely fallen off the wagon with that. I used to work out, get up in the morning and work out before I went to work. I haven't been able to wake up, so I really need to kind of get back on that. Recognizing others for sure. I don't think I've really ever recognized anyone like publicly like you guys usually do. And then like being consistent. So when I went through everything back in February, it was done. And I haven't been able to kind of pick that back up, and it was really rocky. So kind of trying to get back up there.
Yep. Kayla, what are some of the strengths you took away from that?
So mine, I drink my shake every day, and I've been working out every day. My Facebook is public. And I can definitely feel myself like transforming physically and mentally. I feel like those are like the main strengths that I've took away.
And what would you say are your weaknesses right now?
Oh man, definitely my nutrition. That has been bad. Personal development, I haven't started any of that. I need to definitely get some books, but I can't decide. So, and I would say definitely being consistent with inviting and then just like posting. I feel like I really struggle with like content to post on Instagram or Facebook. Like I don't know.
So kind of like I think she had mentioned part way in there somewhere that like we all have a story to tell, and one of the things that can catch people, like get them caught up, is that they don't feel like what they have to tell is important.
Yeah.
But we all have a story to tell, and we can all, like, your day to day is all people need to see. Like you can write those like long story posts every once in a while. Like we all like get sometimes caught up in the like long stories rather than just like, what are we doing today? Because more moms are going to relate to me just going through the motions of every day, but still doing it. They see me. I still have to get up with my kids. I still have to potty train. I still have to do all the things that I'm doing day in and day out every single day. But I don't miss my workout. I don't miss my energize. I don't miss my recover. I do those things every single day. And you notice how I said I didn't say I don't miss my shake, because that is one of my weaknesses. My shakes are one of my weaknesses. Energize, recover every single day. My shakes are one of my weaknesses. mainly now because like food aversion's over everything, and like I dump them down the sink, and I can't stand to dump things down the sink. But but people see me show up every day going through the motions of all the like normal life stuff. People want to see that no matter where you are in your life, that they can still relate to you, right? So I use this as an example. So I mean, income based now, right? Way different than I used to be. My life is way different than I used to be. And when people see how much money I make, they're probably like, oh, she has someone who cleans her house, and she has someone who does her lawn. And guess what, guys? I spent 3 hours doing my lawn today. I still watch my own children. They go to school, but I still watch my own children. I still clean my own house, except for like 5 times a year. I'll hire a cleaner like 5 times a year. But like, I still do all those things for myself, and moms like to know that. They like to see that I'm still doing the hard things so that they can still relate to me, because they will be like, oh, well, she has time to work out because she has someone cleaning her house and taking care of her kids. No, I do not. They are running around at my feet, and people like to see that kind of thing. So I know you don't have kids. I know your life isn't that crazy yet, but you still do stuff. People want to see what you're doing, because most you're not a kid. Most people your age who like don't have children yet, who don't have that, they like come home, they still live with their parents, they are watching TV all day, they sleep half the day. Like I'm not trying to be super like I don't know what the word is, like stereotypical, but like, let's be honest. And they don't have the motivation to get up and work out. They don't have the motivation to do something good for themselves or read personal development. At 26 years old, I would have been like, what? Personal what? No, thank you. But these are things that people, that they need to see that you're doing these things so that they have some motivation to do something more with their life, right? So I think that that's kind of how you were watching me, and you're like, I could do that. Like, I could do that. I don't know why I'm not doing that. I still do these workouts anyway. That's what people need to see, and they need to see you do it every single day. The 4 vital behaviors are not for 4 days a week. They're not for like off days, rest days. No, they are 4 vital behaviors that you've got to be doing every single day. All 4 of them every single day is what any top coach will tell you. That is the success in this business. There is no secret sauce. There is no secret recipe. There is no like rubbing elbows with the right person. It's nothing. It is about doing the 4 things that move this business forward every single day. And you notice that those 4 things don't take that much time. You can take as much time as you want. This is one of those businesses where you can like never stop working if you don't want to. But you can set a set time, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is you want to set for that day, and spend that time working these 4 items. You do not need to have this as your full-time job to be successful in it. You just need to be doing those 4 things. Make sense? Taylor, my lovey love, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
My strengths, I feel like they change kind of regularly, but right now my strengths are, I listen to personal development every single day, literally every single day without fail. I show up on social media, but I don't share enough other than like the business. Like I don't like share my day-to-day life, because I'm like, well, what do I even have to share? And a lot of stuff right now I can't share about that normally you might be able to share about. And recognition, like I definitely could, because I'll be like, oh, well, I didn't have any coaches rank advanced today, or like I don't have any challengers who had any crazy weight loss stories recently. So like I'll be like, oh, I can't recognize someone. But then I don't know what top coach it was that was saying like every coach in the network basically is someone that is in your toolbox. So like I could share your story, I could share, a sister coach's story, I could share freaking Kate Schultz's story about how she was a teacher, and like I don't do that enough, so I definitely need to work on that. I think those are my.
So some things that she, like Moira was talking about, that go off of what you were saying. Personal development. I think personal development is the greatest tool in our toolbox, but not without action. Okay. So you guys can listen to 1,000 videos a day, listen to 15 books. But if you don't remember what you read, or you're not doing what you just learned in the book, what's the point of even reading the book, right? So I take a really, really long time to get through any personal development, mainly because I don't do it every single day, and I need to do that too. I'm calling myself out there. Nutrition and personal development are my two that I put under weaknesses. But personal development, when I read it, I do it. I read it, and then I make a team call about it, and then I read it again before the team call. I listen to it. I don't read it. I usually listen in the shower. But I do it like 3 times, each chapter, like 3 times, so that I actually know what I'm doing and I implement it, and then go on to the next chapter, which is why a book might take me 6 months. But I feel like that is better than reading a book that you don't remember in 6 months, right? Because if you're actually putting those things to action, things that are supposedly really going to work for your business, you want to actually be doing those things, not just letting it go in one ear out the other. It's like going to church and falling asleep. It's pretty much the same thing. So Taylor also said sharing on her social media is one of her strengths. That can go both ways, right? And she said it's like a strength and a weakness right now. Because Moira said someone should be able to scroll your newsfeed and see 3 to 5 posts, and they should know that you're a coach, that you have a solution to offer them, that they can join you as a coach or as a challenger. They should know those things within 3 to 5 posts. But in those 3 to 5 posts, you should also talk about your life. They should also know who you are, what you do, what you're interested in, right? So you kind of need to take your own little social media profile audit. And if there is anything that is like a shared cat video, delete that crap. If there is anything like that, that's like you tagged your best friend because it's really funny, send it to your best friend. Don't put it on your Facebook wall. That is not the place for it if you want to run a business from this. You want people to come to your Facebook profile and see your diary. Basically, like, let them open up your diary. That's what they're coming to look at. They want to know who you are, what you do. If you see a quote, recreate that quote rather than like sharing it. Recreate that quote in like on your own little picture, or put that quote in a text and put a picture of you or doing whatever, your kids or whatever that quote means to you. Like, kind of make it your own rather than I don't ever do quotes. So like if that's your thing, I know a lot of people like quotes, but don't ever copy and paste. I love that tip. And Taylor, you said the other thing you did. What was the last? Oh, the recognizing. I love how she said you can even send a text. I feel like when you put it into perspective, that it's not about like recognizing the team and the coaches, and it has to be about like I have to check off a box of recognizing someone every day. Internalize it a little bit and be like, who is someone who's done something great in my life? Who is someone who's inspired me today? Who is someone who has really helped me in a certain way, who's like, you know what I mean? And rather than having it be so like, I'm recognizing, got to check that box, send that person a text message and thank them, or be like, whatever, like kind of recognize those people more on a one-on-one basis sometimes too. Obviously not all the time, because you want your social media to not just be you want it to be about everybody. But I really liked how she said, I'll send them a text. I'm like, oh, that's really smart, because that's so much more personal and so much more meaningful. Megan, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
A lot of them were the same. My strengths were that I work out every day. I drink my shake every day, my Energize. I'm getting better at personal development. I'm slow at reading too. My nutrition.
Have you tried Audible yet?
Yeah, I use that because who has time to sit down and read?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that makes it a lot easier. Getting better about nutrition, sticking to it. So weaknesses, I need to be more consistent about inviting, offering the coach opportunity. I'm not good at writing about that because I don't have much of a story to tell from it because I'm not really making money from being a coach and that kind of thing yet. Recognition, I need to do more of that, but I don't have any challengers or anyone like that to recognize either. So, and maybe sharing more of what we do during the day. I do post some of what we do, but maybe a little bit more of that.
I'm just looking at your social media right now, and you do a really good job at sharing. Like, you really do.
Okay.
I love your profile picture. Your profile picture is stunning.
Thank you.
And I love that your cover photo is like pictures of you guys. So like, I love it. My tips would be make it so people cannot share to your page. I saw that somebody shared like boots or something. Like,
Oh, okay.
So I would just make it so that you have to approve anyone who shares to your page. It looks like you need to be continuing to expand your market. You still don't have that many friends on social media. So if you have 400 friends and 10% are interested and then 10% buy, you've got 4 people that'll buy. Somewhere in those 400 people, you've got 4 people that'll buy. So like, that's what they say. They say out of your friends list, 10% of them will be interested. And then out of your interested people, 10% of them will buy. Those are the numbers. Sure, those numbers might not be totally accurate for everyone, but that's a really good number to think about when you are like looking at like how many people you're talking to. You do a really good job at sharing your kids and everything like that. I think that in terms of recognizing, I think internalize it differently. Don't be like, I have to do it about challengers, like I have to do it about coaches, but like recognize what you're seeing in the challenge groups. Like they said, like, don't make it the Megan show. Make it about like, this is who I'm seeing and this is who I'm recognizing. I kind of like didn't mean to do this, not intentionally did this today, but in my stories, I was like, do this with me. And if you don't believe my results, check these out. And I posted a whole bunch of other results of similar stories. So I would just recommend sharing more successes, even like business successes. You don't tag those coaches. Don't tag those coaches in your posts so that it stays with you and they ask you questions. I would never be like referring people to other coaches, obviously, but you can talk about your sister coaches and what they're having and stuff like that. Also, when you say you haven't had success in coaching, why do you love coaching? That's what you need to be talking about. I don't care how much money you made. Why do you love it, and why are you still here a year and a half later if you haven't been successful? There's something keeping you here. You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't financially been successful, you've been successful some other way. So what is that way? Why do you love it? And that's what people want to hear, because there are there are thousands of coaches out there who are just like you, and they will not go anywhere because they love this community so much. They have friends that they never knew they had. They have a community of people who are like-minded that aren't out at the parties and drinking and everything else. It doesn't matter their success in this business. They don't want to ever lose this. And there's dozens on our team that are just like that. So I would talk more about like, what does coaching give you rather than what have you gotten? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I will do one more. Ashley, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
I think she said that being a product of the product is not just doing a 30-minute workout and calling it product. That's me, because I feel like, okay, this goes hand in hand with the posting. I think I post a lot about my life, but not a lot about the business. I don't post about the business much at all. I really only post about my workouts, not really nutrition. So if you went to my page, you'd probably read my life journal and think that I would just liked working out. What was I saying before that? Oh, about the product of the product. I drink my Energize and Recover all the time. I'm not great about my shakes. I drink like maybe 4 out of 7 a week. And I don't recognize enough. I don't do personal development enough.
And I want you guys to notice this. Taylor and Ashley are like the leaders on this team right now. And you just heard them be like, I am not perfect. Okay. So you guys don't have to feel like you have to be perfect to be good at this. Like you just have to be consistent. You have to consistently be looking at yourself being like, oh shit, I should read some personal development, or oh, maybe I should talk about nutrition, and reanalyzing, like she said, put your screen up to another screen and see, like compare like your profile up to a top coach profile. I love that idea. I'm scared to death to do it to myself. I'm like, nope, that's not happening. But if you do that, if you do that, I'm telling you right now, do not put yourself in comparison mode, okay? Don't do it. If you do that, Taylor, yeah, exactly. If you do that, do it for constructive criticism, how you're going to make your next post bomb. You are not doing it to put yourself into comparison mode because it can debilitate you for days. I've been there. I will not compare myself to top coaches who are pregnant. Can't do it because they are adorable and dressed cute, and I'm over here still in my bathing suit from the pool.
Dude, you are freaking gorgeous right now. I just want to say that.
Okay,
No.
thank you. Appreciate it. But you don't want to compare yourself to others ever. So I love how rather than she was talking about inviting, I want to point out, none of you said that your weakness was inviting, and you're all lying, just so you know.
I know that's one of my strengths right now compared to everything else.
Do pretty good with that. So generally speaking, though, I think we can all say there are days in the week that we miss inviting. And that's not okay. That is the one thing in our business that generates conversations, which generates income. So if income is of importance to you, you better be doing your workout and inviting every freaking day. Public profiles, profile picture of you smiling. I love how she said share, attract, inspire rather than invite, because invite sounds real freaking annoying. Invite. But share, you should be sharing your story, attracting those people that are like you, and then inspiring them to do the same. My neighbor she went for a walk today with her kid, and her mother-in-law is in town. Well, I'm friends with her mother-in-law on Facebook, and she's like, oh my God, you're so cute. I watch you every morning, and you're just so motivational. And I mean, this woman is like in her 60s, and she's so adorable. But that just shows you people are watching. She never likes my stuff. This 60-some-year-old woman is watching me from Pennsylvania every single day. And I just thought like that was kind of cute that she said that. So people are watching you. They won't even like your stuff, but they're watching you. That means you need to invite them. Morning routines. I loved how she said, like, do not look at your phone. Don't do anything. Just get up, work out, do your personal development, and then do the rest. Because that's one of my weaknesses. Ashley, is that one of my weaknesses? We work out. Ashley and I work out together every morning. We're like 7 o'clock. We're working out. Set our alarms for 6:30. I am still doing spreadsheets at 7:45, and she's like, "Can we work out now?" And I seriously, I will stop my workout and be like, "Oh, someone's interested. Hold on." Like, I will stop my workout, and that is just because I'm so addicted to my phone. And I think that that's something I need to really focus on too, is like setting apart my time. I don't know. Some books. Someone said they don't know what book to start with. Kayla, you said you don't know what book to start with. I would start with The Slight Edge. If you are a brand new coach here, you should have gotten an email from me. You should have ordered it already. But The Slight Edge is the book that I would like you guys to start with and go from there. Other coaches, the ones that I wrote down that I haven't read yet, the ones that I'm going to put on my Audible: Girl Code, The Go Giver, Tony Robbins, and Miracle Morning. Miracle Morning is one that I've heard 1,000 times over is like the best book for network marketers. There's actually a Miracle Morning for network marketers as well. And I feel like that would be something I could use. Although we've been doing good this week. I don't know how I've been doing good with spring break here, but Girl Wash Your Face and Girl Stop Apologizing are really great for kind of like quick reads that just like kind of make you feel good. Not necessarily like these are going to give you tangible things to move your business forward. So there's also, I feel like I need a meter beside your back. Yeah. I do think you need that one right now. All right. I'm going to open this up. We've got just like 5 more minutes. Does anyone want to talk about anything? Is anybody struggling with anything that we didn't talk about? Or is anyone like have any questions of something that they've got going on right now that they want to talk about, or just in general?
So like obviously like we're in a challenge group, and like when we're like in the middle of it and you get like I had somebody sign up last night, like Ashley told me, she was like, well, just put her in the page anyway, and like I explained to her, like sometimes I get afraid by doing that because I feel like it'd be too overwhelming because we're like in the middle of it. Like what do you like, just go about it that way? Like I
would ask your person. I would say, hey, we started our group last Monday. I'm happy to add you into the group as long as you don't think you're going to get overwhelmed. We have a unit for prep week. There's a prep week unit you can go through. Or if you want, we can hold off. I can just like send you the video on how to use Beachbody On Demand, and we can get you really started right when our next group starts. But we're on like day 3 or 4. We're on day 4 right now. So I would still include them now, but like as you get later in the month, that's probably the approach I would say.
I'm pretty excited. She seems like very, like she bought like the portion control, and I was like, do you want to try the workouts too? Because she was only going to buy the ultimate portion control, but she like says she wants to like for her kids too and everything. So I'm like very excited. Like I feel like this is somebody, like we were talking last night, I've never even met her, and we were just like connecting, and she was opening up to me and I was opening up to her, and I'm like, I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm like, maybe this is somebody that I've been looking for, because I've just been looking for people like-minded like me and having the same struggles as me, and I really want to start building. Like I really want to. That's probably my biggest struggle right now, is I'm trying to find people, but I noticed that I don't share the coaching opportunity enough, and even talking about it in my story. So I know that's the reason why I'm probably not getting there. So work in progress. But,
totally. Yeah. Totally makes sense. I think Issa, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I actually just started listening to Girl Stop Apologizing, and 2 things that really kind of hit me hard, because I work in an office, I get to listen to it while I work, was the fear of failing, and that you can't succeed in something you've never tried. Those were like the 2
Talk
things.
to me more about them. Like, what did you take from them?
Like I'm afraid of failing, that I want to do this. I want to help people really bad, but I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to be as good as it as I want to. Like, I know I can be, but I'm still afraid of it.
So what are you going to do to make sure that doesn't happen?
Taking notes and following.
Good job. Consistency and time is what this business needs.
Yeah, my biggest issue as far as like sharing things about my personal life is my husband has PTSD, so I really don't have a personal life. He doesn't want to go anywhere. So I come home from work, I yell at the kids because the house is a giant disaster, and we have dinner and we do nothing because he's just very antisocial. So I never know, okay, what am I supposed to post about? I can't post about me doing my nails every single day, like yelling at the kids every day, doing the dishes every day.
But you'd be really, can I talk freely about this right now?
Yeah.
Okay. You'd be really surprised at how many people could relate to not doing anything. Not for the same reasons, but controlling relationships, multiple reasons, but you know what I mean? Like where they can't go do something. That I think that you might find that you still working on you, although despite your situation, is really going to be inspiring to somebody. And you just need to figure out a way to share that so it's respectful And
I can't share nothing about him having PTSD. If he finds out, I'm dead.
yeah,
Oh, no.
I would just talk about like, I don't know how I would even go about that right now. I don't have an idea. But
Think about just like, even if like you went to the grocery store, you could be like, finally getting out of the house, go to the grocery store. Like, I don't ever leave the house. So when I do, it's a big deal. Just
I
like
do those
celebrate
things
that
on my
you're
lunch.
what's that?
I usually do those things on my lunch to get it out of the way so I can just come home and sit down and do absolutely nothing. Except
What
for
do you
yelling
do?
at the kids.
What do you do at home?
I yell at the kids, clean up the house, and then I literally just sit down, cover up in my blanket, and relax.
Do you want to do other things?
Sometimes it depends. I mean, now that the weather's getting better,
Will you or can you not?
I will, but 90% of the time they probably will be semi-workout related.
Yeah. But maybe even purposefully finding a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
So something you can share about. Like maybe you get on Pinterest and you're like a DIY project around the house, or doing something intentionally with your kids, doing something intentionally to do something, as well as to create some social media in like posts. You know what I mean? I intentionally do like learning activities with my kids so I can post about it. I will intentionally go out and buy like cookies to make cookies with my kids so I have a post about it. But it's good all around. Like we're making cookies and we're having fun, and you don't know what I'm saying to them off screen, but we're making cookies and we're having fun, and like, and I have social media proof. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
intentionally doing things like just to get out of the house. Like we'll go to the pool sometimes just so I don't look like I'm sitting in my house all the time, or whatever. Sometimes I'll literally just go outside after my workout to take a picture just so that a change of scenery or something, or I will work out outside just for a change of scenery, even though I'm not leaving my house. It's just kind of something different to share about.
The other day I was struggling to share stuff on Facebook, and I shared about a crack I had in my windshield in my van. Like, I felt so stupid, but I'm like, hey, it's something.
So when sharing, did you do the color wheel? Were you part of that? You're in the next training. You start the training on Monday. So you'll hear about the color wheel. And the color wheel, all new coaches, you're going to hear about this, is kind of like a collaboration of like all the things that mean something to you. So maybe it's like your job, your husband. I love DIY projects. I love farmhouse style. Apparently I really love puzzles because I put one on my desk and that's a really bad idea. I love to travel. I love, like, I just kind of have like my color wheel of all the things that I love. I love to dress up, etc. I love coaching. I love fitness. I love energize, the things that I love. But when you're posting, you pick something from that color wheel that you haven't talked about for a little while. You rotate through that color wheel so that everyone sees the depth of your life without always sticking to it's got to be nutrition and fitness and nutrition and fitness. They see the other pieces of your life. Hi, boys. It's 9:00. Somebody said that mom's got to get off the call. But nothing. What do you have? What's in your other hand? What's in your other hand? What's in your other hand? What's in your other hand?
2 hands.
Let me see 2 hands. Oh, you have your airplane?
Yeah, it's a new one.
It's a new one.
Yeah.
Usually it's candy. But okay. Don't take these off. Come on.
I don't want it.
Okay, well, say, Mommy, can you please move it?
My hand.
Anyway, apparently my time's
Hey
up.
guys.
Hi, Denise.
Hey, I've been here. I got home a little late from work, but I started doing my workout. So I've been here doing my shoulder workout and listening to you guys. So I just wanted to say hey, show my face for a minute, and let you guys know that I am paying attention.
Good. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting us know you were here. You had said something else. You said fear of failing, and what was the other one, Isa?
That if you don't try something, you can't succeed.
Totally. And if you try something and you give up too early, you can't succeed either, right? And that's kind of all ties into with that fear.
I think
Steph,
just
you're muted.
yourself.
They're saying, Mom, you done with work? So I think that I don't know what I was thinking anymore. These kids, that's why I can't work with kids. Okay, please stop. No, it's not prego brains. It is literally like children disrupting brains. I'm good when they're not around. But I just think that I feel like everybody can be that same way. Our challengers, the coaches, if we give up before we even get started, like we're doing us all a disservice. And that's the fear of failing. They're afraid of starting over, etc. But with this business and with our challenge groups, every day is a new start. Every day you can be successful. So it's a matter of just starting over, just doing it the next day, even if you have a hard day. Yeah, that puzzle's missing 2 pieces. I wonder who did that. Anybody else, or I'm going to let everybody go. My screen went completely black. How do I get to go back? Your screen's completely black right now? I see you. I don't know
It's
how to get it.
completely black. I can't see anybody right now.
That's so strange. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. So new coaches and other coaches. You've all done it before, but we have a new coach training starting on Monday. I will get you all into a thread tomorrow. It's just going to be in a messenger thread. You guys have done it in the past. If you want to do it again, you guys know that it's super valuable because it's real accountability. The way that I set it up, this is going to be like our little getting started call right now. There's prizes. There's prizes for success for the group. I love prizes. There is daily action. So like if one day I tell you to create your color wheel, post your color wheel, that is your daily action. Doing those accountabilities is what tells me you did that training for that day. And I am very, very strict on the fact that if you miss 3 days in the group, I remove you and you can try again when we do it again. But I need you to show up to the group, okay? Just because we spend a ton of time going through these groups and I spend a ton of time like checking to make sure you're doing it, that the groups don't work and you won't have success if you're not doing it. You love that puzzle? I love you. What? Please. Okay. Okay. So you won't see success in this business unless you are doing the actions, right? So why even bother if you're not doing it? So I just say, okay, try again next month. See if you're more serious next month. And that is not to be mean. It's to hold you accountable to actually doing it. And yeah, that's pretty much it though. You'll get a fun accountability partner. I feel like a lot of the girls in this group became friends from our training because they became accountability partners in the training. So you'll get a partner and a buddy to help hold each other accountable. There's partner prizes. So if you and your partner both hit your goals, that you get an extra prize. But also that'll get you to help hold your partner accountable to doing the action so they don't get kicked out. Because if they get kicked out, you don't get the prize. What? So that starts Monday. Everybody good? All right. Then new coaches, you'll all hear from me tomorrow, or coaches who have said that they want to be in that group, you'll hear from me tomorrow. If not, I'll see everybody in the challenge group, and I'll see half of you in real life, maybe. All right. Talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Bye.